My peoples! Good morning and happy Friday! Woohoo! It's Papaziti here with some Modern Warfare 3 Team Deathmatch running around, shooting people. You know how we do. Pornography, pornos. Ooh, getting shot in the face, a facial. Wait, no pun intended. I asked you guys yesterday at the end of the video to think about the one truism, or not the one, but one of the truisms about pornography, and that is when the question is asked, what is pornography? And the answer being, well, you know it when you see it. And what that means is that it's a very, very subjective thing. What may be porn to some may not be porn to others. And for example, somebody that's very, very conservative might find a picture of a model in a bikini with a popsicle in her hand. Porn. Or she doesn't even need to have a popsicle in her hand, just give me a model in bikini, and that's porn to them. To others, obviously, it's, nudity or sex acts, stuff like that. That could be porn. So you have to know and you have to understand about pornography that it's a very subjective thing. Now, what I see as porn and what was porn to me back when I was a young lad, well, it definitely wasn't as prevalent as it is today, or as easily accessed, or as easily accessible. We had to work for it, and it was such a great thing when you got your hands on some of it. And my earliest recollection is probably like fourth grade, fifth grade, coming home from a friend's house, walking home, and in the street, like off to the side in someone's lawn, was this magazine that was all mangled and tore up. And it was like, I knew right away what that was. And sure enough, it was a dirty magazine. I think it was like a Penthouse or maybe a Hustler back in the day. And so that was kind of like my first found porn. And it was like I had just discovered the fountain of youth, the Holy Grail. It was amazing. I went, gathered up a bunch of the pages and stuck them in my shirt and went home and unloaded and was like, Mom, I forgot, I got to run back out. And, did this like 3 or 4 times. My mom probably knew that something was up. She didn't know what. But that was my first kind of found porn that was like my own. My dad had dirty magazines and stuff that I had probably gotten into just before that. But again, it was like very, few and far between the instances. I couldn't just sit down at a computer and have all the porn in the universe at my fingertips. And then I had to, in 7th grade, this guy gave me like a porno book, like an actual book, like with words, no pictures. It was just a book. I know, right? Crazy. Why would you read about porn? Well, that's what we had to work with. And then I discovered catalogs. Like Spiegel was a big one, or any of the big catalogs from back in the day, JCPenney, Macy's, whatever. It was like, wow, okay, they've got women in bikinis right before they show them in their underwear. It was like foreplay with the bikinis. But let me tell you something about porn and how it is today and how accessible it is, and kind of the, I think, pitfalls really, is just like most things in life, too much of something can be a bad thing. Think about that for a second. If you are constantly inundating yourself with porn, I think you become desensitized in a number of ways. Oh, what's that coming up the steps? Ooh, hello, and hello. You become desensitized to the act itself, the act of sex, of love making with someone you love, or even just consensual, almost kind of casual sex where everybody's cool with that. But let me be the first to tell you that what you see in pornos or these amateur porns or any of the stuff that you can find on the interwebs, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. Girls generally don't ask for stuff to be shot at their face or in between the boobs or all that stuff. That's fantasy. That's 99.9% of females out there. That's just not their thing. And so if you go, if you start watching this kind of porn when you're a young guy, and grow up, and you reach sexual maturity, and you find someone, and this is the one, and you're gonna gonna lose your virginity or whatever, you're in for kind of a letdown, I would think. It's not like that at all. Not at all. So you need to know this. Another thing, kind of a pitfall about porns in general, is they tend to objectify women and promote misogyny. Those are big words, I know. Make sure you look up what misogyny is, because I'm going to be doing a big talk on this sometime in the very, very near future, because it's a problem. It's a problem in our gaming community, and you should familiarize yourself with that word if you don't know what it means already. So, guys, porn talk. And you'll see, I'm going to make this like a completely salacious title for this video, and we'll just see how many views I get because of it. But this is Papaziti saying, just keep your porn in check. Don't let your porn check you. Yeah, write that down. Write that down. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. 28-2, not bad. This is Papaziti saying I will see you next time. Peace.